Congress is considering sentencing reform that would change how our system uses mandatory minimums. A basic principle of justice is that the punishment should fit the crime. Mandatory minimums undermine that principle by forcing judges to ignore individual circumstances.
I've known of judges, federal, state, are literally in tears because they know that this sentence is inappropriate, but they have to follow the law, and so they would apologize to people, but as they're sending them to prison for 10 years, they know full well it really shouldn't even be a prison sentence, but that's what the law requires. No one can in advance decide a reasonable sentence without knowing what the circumstances were. You can't do that reasonably, so you need to have judges with discretion to be able to make those decisions.
The United States now has a higher percentage of its people behind bars than any country on earth.
Just the number of people that are incarcerated in the United States is appalling. It's an embarrassment that we would put that many people into an incarceration environment.
Some studies suggest that up to 40% of the people who are incarcerated in America, they're not a threat to public safety, they're not a threat of flight. Why are they in jail?
In Texas, that we went from about an 84,000 bed prison system and built to 150,000. Well, all we did was fill the 150,000 beds and the crime rate stayed the same. We weren't making the society that we live in any better. We were just simply jacking the taxpayers out of a whole lot more money.
There have been successful reforms on the state level that we could implement nationwide.
The crime rate in Texas dropped 8.45%. The incarceration rate dropped 1.45%. The legislature was set to build 2 new prisons. So they were expecting to add 17,000 people. We didn't add those 17,000 people, and then we lowered it enough that they closed a prison. We've saved $2 billion. That's B as in big, 2 billion, not million, $2 billion, which is huge in a state budget.
It's time for elected officials to focus on solutions like flexible sentencing guidelines. Our goal must be a justice system that avoids unnecessary incarceration and irresponsible spending. Tell Congress to pass the Smarter Sentencing Act.